Welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die. I'm your host, Irving Gabor. Welcome. We are going to see so much cool stuff in this video. I am so excited to show all the progress made in the last 2 weeks of the game. Now, this is 2 hours before the Blood Moon, week 6, day 42. So, about 5 minutes of explaining everything, and then we'll jump right into it. So as far as the options here, these are the option set, standard options, and the modded options. Pretty much standard. I did change these two here, man. I want to get rich fast, you know. So what I'm trying to do here is actually standardize this, keep everything on the same settings for all the blood moons so we can actually see the growth at this point. Now, I've tested this thing out, worst case scenario, kind of like an easier setting. And it handles everything. It handles absolutely everything, and I'm really excited to show it. Okay, so if you haven't already checked out my other videos, please do so. There's two before this. I know the quality is crappy on the second one. I do apologize for that. Hopefully I figured out the technical difficulties here. But I want to show everything kind of from the inside out here. So the pyramid hasn't really changed a whole lot. Now that we started upgrading some concrete, really, I did. Jumanji sauce absent again here for this one. But constantly making stuff here. It's going to take 92, now almost 93 minutes to finish making all the concrete that we have queued up here. So got a concrete mixer. That's a huge bonus. Starts making things a little bit easier as far as longevity is concerned. Got a lot more weapons now. I'm thinking maybe grab some. How many bullets do we have? All these different weapons over here. Whatever Jumanji saw is actually just show back up here. They've got all these schematics loaded up, ready to go. I've read all those already. Ooh, we have quite a bit of 9mm, but you know what? We're going to save it. Not this time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Mostly finished bike, need another engine, as I said in the last video, if you followed along. We had 2 engines, and we needed to use one of those to make that cement mixer up there. But I have everything inside here blocked off now. And you can see a lot, again, following the last video, there's a huge difference here. And of course, this is all framed out. Have it all nice and lit up. Kind of looks cool when you turn the light off. And then you can see off in the distance there the tunnel continues, and that's for another video. So, no, sorry. Have a great idea, and just want to see it come to fruition before I show any of it. So, not much has changed up here in the farmhouse. Have upgraded doors, increased security a little bit. Upgraded some stairs. Got to keep everything going. Upgrade a little bit at a time as you can. Right. I'm going to put those jail doors that you saw in the underside of the pyramid. I am going to put them in here. Okay. Ooh. A little bit worried that there might be something sitting out here, but thankfully no. Doesn't mean there aren't any in between here and the pyramid. Now, using this as a temporary garage, basically. Here's my mini bike. Well, as you can see, it's also unfinished because I had to move Jumanji Sauce's bike and didn't do it, so I had to put an engine in it. And it looks like I have forgotten that engine back in the underside of the pyramid. Wonderful. I get to run back. Not now. So, trying something out here. I'm going to use these trees as supports for a bridge over to the roof of the barn, and I'm going to create another rooftop garden similar to the one up there. Again, if you look look at one of the last videos, you can see that. And I don't know if they'll attack the trees, and if they don't attack the trees, then these serve as some pretty good supports. And also be pretty cool because I'm planning on bringing it off the 3rd story in the secure room up on the top. And that's going to end up making me walk right through all those branches. So it'll be pretty neat, just kind of like creeping through the treetop, so to speak. Now there's huge upgrades over here. Obviously, I got the cement mixer. Still, some of this is wet. I ended up, I mean, I upgraded these hours ago. I want to say like 6 to 8 hours ago. I thought by now everything would be dry, but it seems like some is just perpetually just, it will never dry. But huge upgrades to the tower. I thought that being able to get up only one side could put us at a disadvantage at some point, being as there's 2 of us and only 1 ladder. So, if we were ever together, running up the pyramid away from some zombies, that could pose itself to be an issue. And I still have, a problem getting up here, so I have to get better at that because obviously this will kill you too if you can't get up. All right, so I've upgraded the cage around this, and I also put a a ceiling on it so that just in case nothing can get in. Now, of course, I still can get in up over the railing here. I feel like it'll be a little bit easier to deal with here than with all the grate. Now, I do know eventually there's a zombie that has a ranged attack, and that could prove itself to be an issue with these bars. But with these additions on each wing now, there's a small cage just to make sure that, again, nothing comes in this way. And so, you can also stand up on top of there if need be. This potentially could be guarded by as many as 12 or 16 people, just this little tower here, if ever need be. Now, of course, this is single player, so that's never going to happen, but who knows? Maybe I could write the developer and see if they could add it to the server. Probably not, but at least I could play with co-op. That's the one nice thing about playing on the console. Now, looks like we have only a minute or 2 yet until the blood moon. Now, again, for every blood moon, I always try to bring fuel, which I apparently... Oh, there it is. Good deal. I'm always trying to do stuff in this forge up here. That way, I'm not wasting time. So, that did sound good. Whatever that was. 36 minutes of fuel. That's probably excessive, but throw another 500 stone in there. Why not? And, I could make a ton of cement right now. What's the most I can make? 1,000. Let's make half of that. Only 10 minutes, too. That's not bad. You know what? Let's make the other 500, because 1,000 is in a stack. Oh, you know what? I got 62 here. Yeah, we'll keep it. Alright, now while that goes, obviously it's still going to be inputting stone and iron back into this, and you can see the counts rising. So that's, that's one thing with smelting. I always try to have both slots filled. Even if you only have one substance, just split it in half and put it between the 2. You use a lot less fuel that way, and again, your forge is always going. And I don't have anything really to cook, because I apparently don't. Oh, I definitely need some food. Let's see here. We'll make some bacon and eggs. Alright. Just need those. And I'm going to just take these and drink those. And then I'll be good to go. But first, let's get this bacon and eggs on the fire here. Bacon and eggs. 1. Not exactly a Gordon Ramsay product, but it'll do. Now, everything up here is the second grade of concrete. You can see, there's literally nothing, no wood left up here. The metal is only in the railings and the cages and the ladders. Everything else is just concrete. And of course, there's at least one more that I'm aware of, and that's a level of steel. And it actually does look kind of cool, and I'm almost tempted to try it. I think I did bring steel up with me to repair with when this is all over. Yeah, I did. Oh, it is tempting, but I just, it's tough. You know what? I know what I'll do. There's 2 right here that I can try this on. Where in the world is my nail gun? That's not funny. Huh. Well, it must be down underneath, and it is definitely too late at this point with 1 minute remaining on the time, and here it comes. Here we go. All right, let's see. Usually I make arrows, but apparently I need a bow. Man, I was not prepared for this at all. That's a quick fix, but kind of disappointing. Oh, wow, look at this. Down they go. I did upgrade those all the way to steel, and I don't think I can upgrade them anymore at this point. And it is, oh wow, we actually have a dog. Nice. This is they're gonna die pretty quick on these spikes. Now I still don't want them to be down there just doing damage. And luckily these arrows don't do a whole lot of damage to the traps. If you happen to miss a zombie and hit one of them, it's not a big deal. At least not with arrows. There's the first one of those fire things. Oh, we have some crawler. Oh no, not this. These things are annoying. You gotta watch them. They will actually do damage to that pillar. And you know, I don't know why they always get stuck on these things, but it is supremely annoying. So I have to figure something out. But they cover their heads, and that's such a horrible glitch, and I really wish they were still actually. I don't believe they're putting any development in this game. Maybe they are. I should probably check up on that. But it would be nice for them to update that, and so that they're not running around a pillar with their head stuck in it. And it's only that type. And here's another one here. Now, at least this one. See, I'm glad that I put these wings out here because I wouldn't have been able to shoot him on the outside. At least, you know, we can kind of get at them pretty quickly. But these are the first kind of major concern. I don't even know if it's major, but it's certainly the first real concern with this setup. Just need maybe 1 or 2 more shots in that thing, and hopefully it'll be it. Alright, I need to come over here and hope that some of these things come over this way. Oh, they're getting hung up on one another, and that's not good. Man, this glitchiness is not favorable whatsoever. I wonder what the damage is going to be when I get down there. As long as no more of those spider things come up here, I think we'll be alright. Now, that can be an issue as well. Down there, breakdancing and shit. When they do that, they're definitely doing damage to the traps. And I wonder if there's even a trap in the middle anymore. There very well might not be. Man, those things are expensive too, I'll tell you what. A lot of metal goes into one of those things. Just one. Oh, I couldn't see. Alright, you're done, dude. Hanging over the edge like that. Oh no, don't get stuck. Thank goodness. Wow, come on. There we go. this is certainly not going to be a very fast blood moon by any means. But it's pretty much going to be much of this throughout the night. So learned a new kind of hazard here. But luckily all the upgrading was kind of already in place to potentially, withstand some of that. I'm a little bit worried about where my nail gun is at the moment, because those things are kind of crucial to building extremely fast. I definitely don't have it. Like, it's on. There's no trick. I must have put it down somewhere. Was that guy standing for a second there? Because if he was, that's not cool. How's that happening? Looks to me like they're definitely doing damage to the traps. I can kind of make out a little bit of damage to this one here in the center on the right, kind of right where my cursor is. There we go. Got him. All right. Yep. There's definitely still a trap in the center, but doesn't look to be one over here on this one. How in the hell? Oh, no. You're not allowed to just crawl around over there and damage shit. Oh, no, maybe there is one there. It's really difficult to see from up here. It's a little bit far. If I had a sniper rifle, obviously, I could probably get a much better look. And I do have one down in the pyramid, but I elected not to bring any weapons. Alright, so I need some food and water before I start losing health. We'll let those couple of stragglers back there go. Alright. This will drive them crazy. Bacon and eggs. Nice. A little bit of extra wellness, never hurt anybody. Alright. Alright. Back to 100 on the thirst. Got some good food going, so now I don't have to worry about losing any health that way. And ended up gaining the wellness out of it. Oh, nice duck. Well, this is not any good because these arrows don't do any kind of damage to these corpses. So, I found another problem. We kind of knew this from before, but when they get hung up on these things, they really get hung up on them, and they start doing damage to the structure itself. So we're going to have to find a way. I don't even know what to do about that at all. How are you still alive? Stop it. She's like basically a torso. Come on. So obviously the bow might not be an effective tool at this point. Like, we might actually, in some cases, to make sure that we don't allow corpses to build up here, we might have to take them out farther down the pyramid. I don't know. We'll have to see how this evolves a little bit. Finally! Even the bane of my existence. 2 minutes. Oh, another crawler getting getting stuck under one of these damn corpses. That is a big problem. Whoa, look at this guy. What are you doing? And the thing is, I can only shoot them like in the ass here. Like, this is ridiculous. It's the only exposed part that's not underneath that corpse. One, I say I'm kind of hanging on the ladder right now. I don't want to get too much close because I feel like they could definitely hit me if I get close. Because these damn bodies, they need to just fall down. That's it. That's how you fix this. Like gravity would pull those things down, right? You would figure if the corpse just keeps going, you can't just all of a sudden place its contents up here. I mean, come on. That goes against physics, right? What in the hell was that? Did one of them reach this? Holy shit, this is bad. Alright, so we definitely have a major issue here. Let's see. Oh man, they are really... Get off of there. Alright. Of his nose. There we go. Get him to drop. Get the others to drop. Nice. Man. I gotta tell you, this is a little bit disconcerting here with all these damn corpses. There's just too many of them. And it all started with that damn spider thing. They just fall into the hole like the rest of them. Maybe I need to reconsider where I put the posts if I build another one of these. Maybe put the post down the middle and allow a gap around the outside and just sit there and pick them off as they run at you. And then they won't have any choice but to just kind of run straight down in. Right? I mean, it makes sense. It should work. Oh man, just another corpse to hang them up. Oh, great. It's literally a freaking crawling torso. Like, come on. There's another one. Oh, shit. That was so... Oh, man. I even got hit. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. That's the one tricky part. You got to remember, there's a ladder there, and you can fall down. If you're not careful. And I almost did. I almost fell off. They were able to reach me there. Obviously, you can see that I lost a little bit of health. But pretty decent armor, though, so I can take a lot of hits. I have iron armor. I have iron armor all the way around, too. Not just a little... not just a chest piece or a helmet, it's all the way. Oh man, these things really piss me off. Finally. Goodbye. Another one bites in dust. Another one. Finally on that one too. Torso boy. Another one. Nice. Oh. Just gotta remember, move around. There we go. All right. Well, this definitely sucks. This is something new. Definitely did not happen in the other videos. See, now, of an eviscerated skull, so once they damage it enough, maybe they're doing damage to the corpses and it's not anything to worry about. I mean, we'll see when we do the damage assessment here, and that's not for a while, and I'm probably going to end up pausing it here and reconvening in the morning. But this is definitely going to be an issue I'm going to have to deal with the entire night, and keep in mind, and watch shit like this where this big dumb asshole decides he's going to try to knock down the pillar. So I'm just going to put a couple in his chest, one in his dome, and hopefully he'll be falling down the pyramid soon. Oh, starting to glitch. That's no bueno. That usually does mean damage. That I found anyhow. I end up, and maybe it's just coincidental at this point. Not enough data to be fully conclusive, but I'm pretty sure. Once they start doing that, that's it. You're damaged. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm going to deal with this, and in the morning I will reconvene. We'll see what the damage is, and we'll see kind of what is this going to work really, really long term, or is a new design going to have to be thought up? Okay, there is about 30 minutes left. There you can see. Back this up a little bit. So, there is a major problem. And I think I can fix it just by making everything concrete. The concrete seems to be holding up pretty well, but this cobblestone here, it looks like, I know at least one block is definitely destroyed. You can see it. Now I'm out of arrows, so I just kind of have to sit here and wait for daylight. And where is my spiked club? I'm missing. Oh no. I know exactly where it is. That's where my nail gun is, too. I was not prepared for this at all. Okay, well, I know that a wrench can be used as a weapon, so that might be what actually gets me out of this. Oh, you know what? I have a forge. What am I doing? Just make a new one. Oh, that's right. I don't think I can. Have to do it at a workbench. Could do an iron reinforced club, but really no point. I think the wrench is probably better. 15 minutes left. This was absolutely insane. There were so many zombies. I mean, they really just keep coming and coming and coming. It's unreal. You can see, look at all these corpses that just kind of got stacked up and really just, kind of glitched on each other. That's like one of the least attractive things about this game right now. Oh, the fact that those fast ones are still out there, those are the ones that worry me. And I legitimately, I think I have one feather left, and it's not going to do me any good, so I might as well just leave it there. Now the dog, obviously, he's going to be an issue. Looks like they damaged that ladder a little bit. Might as well go check the other ladders. Oof. Gotta be careful. I think I'm okay. Looks like it was just that one probably because I was sticking around hanging off of it, but that's a wonderful sound. What's going on here? Why are they still running? Okay. So they know I'm up here, obviously. What about now? I'm hunted. It should go away over time, right? I mean, you would think. I guess I gotta wait just a little bit. Well, I will pause it again and we'll go look at the damage in just a minute. Alright, well at least I got it out of there. Waited for it just to become sense. That makes him stop running, I guess. Ooh. This is a weird action. Very weird. Really weird. Like it doesn't have any sideways motion at all. Well, I'm looking for birds' nests. It's getting on my nerves. And that you can see, I cleared all the weeds and different plant material around those bird nests. I try to do that actually all the time, just so that they're easy to find when you need to find them. And so far, that strategy seems to be working. So I just got enough feathers for 62 arrows. That'll be plenty to go back there and clean up the rest of that crap. Alright. I definitely want to go back over in that building again. Might find some good stuff to loot and respawn. Oh, you motherfucker. I cannot believe you just did that. Oh, wow. That actually worked. Drinking water puts out fire. Cool. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice. All right. Let's go see what else we can find over here. There's definitely more to clean up. I can hear them. Probably all stuck over here. So, oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh man. Well, I actually did keep my attention focused on that. So I know how that happened actually. There were two zombies on it, and they were both crawlers, and they started spinning. And as soon as they started spinning, I noticed that you could almost see you could start to see the cracks in the block, and that is not good. Well, that'll be curved. It really will be curved once this is all cement. That won't happen. It does look like the cement took. Oh shit! That block took a lot of damage. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. I'm not going to do any of the repairing right now. I'll come back up with the nail gun and do that. The nail gun, it changes your life. Make sure that if you find one, definitely make space in your inventory for it. It's a no ifs, ands, or buts rule. So, obviously, they did some damage. I mean, that is the first time that they have broken a block, and we're only 6 weeks in. I mean, that kind of has me a little worried that this might not be the best solution, which means that I might have to think of a new way, and maybe that's the, having that post in the middle, maybe that's the way. Because they're only getting damaged because they're getting hung up on these blocks and on these pillars and stuff, and then their corpses, when I shoot them, they stay here. That's so awful. What a crappy thing for the developers to do. Seems like it'd be an easy fix, right? Well, who knows? But it looks like a couple more courses down here. Let's take a look at the spike damage here real quick, and then I think that'll be it for this one. This is a pretty long video. This is a big time update to everything, literally everything. And there's another big one coming. I think it's going to be really awesome when it's done. That tunnel, that dark and mysterious tunnel. Wow, they actually did not destroy a single one. Wow, nice. So that's because all of them were up there. It looks like they really did do a lot of damage. Look at that. My goodness, that's going to take a lot of steel. But everything did, at least it held up, I mean, nothing broke. And it looks like I may need to play co-op on this to make sure that everything stays standing. Or, like I said, devise a new strategy. And I think that's probably the better option. I'm just not really sure. I have an idea, but we'll see if I can get it done in the next 2 weeks, because that really is the deadline, or else this is going to maybe get a little bit too hard. All right, thanks for watching.